Hey guys, it's Aldo from Kixie, and this is Aldo's Automations, and today we're going to cover how to create a follow-up process when you send documents through HubSpot using Kixie. So this is actually a really great example of how you can get so much more out of Kixie with HubSpot the more tools you start actually adopting from within HubSpot itself. So if you're actually using their contract management and you're sending out agreements for different types of documents over here, they have this really cool trigger called has completed contact finished viewing a document. So if you send out any kind of document, whether it's pricing, some kind of an agreement, you might want to follow up with them once HubSpot identifies that they've finished reviewing the entire thing, meaning they actually scroll through the entire document that you sent over to them. This is actually a great use case if you're a salesperson and you want to text them and say, hey, do you have any questions about what you just read? This is my direct number. You can text me back or call me back on this number and we can continue that conversation. And also just kind of nudge them along and make sure they actually take the next action that you want them to as part of this process. So what we have here is a really simple setup for a workflow. Trigger again is has completed contract finished viewing a document. You can specify which document you want that to refer to. And then we have a Kixie action over here, send SMS. So the way I'm configuring this is I'm just going to assume that my prospects has a mobile number and that's what I want to text. I want to text the mobile number, or you could select the default phone field or any phone field that you have in HubSpot. You can totally personalize this. So hi, contact first name, it's contact owner. And let's assume this contact owner is a sales rep and just wanted to follow up to see if you have any questions about what you just reviewed. Again, you can call or text me back right at this number and it comes from that person's direct number. And also note that we're sending it from the assigned contact owner, but if you have like custom owner fields or different people who are involved in the process and you want to make sure it comes from one of them specifically, you can specify further which ownership field you would like to send that from. And that's how we do our SMS. And then we can take it a step further if we want to. So let's say a couple of days go by and they haven't hit our goal. Edit goal, right? So I have a goal here. Contract needs to join a list, contract meets a goal, and I can select the goal like contract has moved, associated deal has moved to the close one stage or whatever I want, right? But maybe that hasn't happened yet after 2 days and we expected it to based on the document that we sent out. Well, if we want to, we can add them to a PowerList. And so what we can do is follow up with them with a phone call and keep on following up with them, which is something that PowerList does really well because they haven't taken the next action that you want to. And so you can see over here that I've created a PowerList. I would configure my PowerList inside of Kixie. So if I had one called contract follow-up demo, I would take that ID, bring it over here, plug it in. Now all the contacts are going to be sent to that PowerList, which I am subscribed to. Notice how I'm subscribed to several PowerLists here, and they all have different levels of priority. So if I decide that contract follow-up is important, but it's not as important as talking to a new lead, I can set it to medium priority, and I still have my higher priority campaigns ready to go to engage with new prospects while I continue to follow up with my older ones who are further down the pipeline. So again, I plug in the PowerList ID, which I grabbed from over here, and then I just map all of my information. So again, I have all of my contact information. I want to get the company name, email, and also some notes. So this will be really handy when it appears in the notes section. So notice how I can have like PowerList notes and I can actually configure them over here. Contract has viewed the agreement, but they still haven't, but the deal is still marked as open. So they haven't progressed either to close loss or close won based on what they've seen. You should be following up with this person at this time to be asking them questions and seeing what they want to do. And that is basically it. Again, just a great example of a way that you can really get the most out of the Kixie integration with HubSpot by adopting all these different great tools that HubSpot's offering, especially because they have so many triggers and they can identify so many key moments that are happening across the journey. So I hope this was helpful and stay tuned for more. Thanks.